Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to show you kind of the process I talked about yesterday in treatment about making your own espresso coffee. I'm going to try to give you a short video to kind of just give you an idea of what the equipment looks like. So just give me a second. First, this is my bird grinder. It's a Cuisinart, and then you put as many beans. I only usually put about as many beans as I want for that day, but it's fresh ground beans for every day. And to give you an idea what it looked like, okay, after it's ground, I take that, and this is where it's ground inside the slot there, and I go in here, and that's fresh ground coffee. And then what I do is I take the fresh ground coffee. This comes off of the espresso pot. I told you, like a Mr. Coffee, you can pick you one up. It looks like this. Water goes up top here. You take that off. My measuring is a little 4-cup espresso maker. I take that, and then I only do for maybe almost 4 cup, but not quite. And then you have this. Comes off your espresso pot. It's the handle. It goes in front like that, and then you just twist it aside, and then it'll hold the coffee. Okay, I ground the coffee fresh. This is about how much I use for today, about like that. It drops in your container like that, and then you take it, you put it in your espresso maker, lock it in place all the way tight like that, lock it all the way tight, lock it in, then take your 4-cup maker, put it in place. Then once you've done that, then the on button has, my on button on this one, it has either you're going to do, that's a coffee cup, or either you're going to do steam for the frother. But I just turned mine on coffee. Okay, you'll notice mine is on. And then after I do that, I have a little packer. The packer for your espresso coffee, it's one side is a small side for whatever side of espresso grind holder you have, or I have one for the larger setting. These are the only two settings you have for espresso machines. One is a large fitting to pack the coffee. One is a small setting. When I have packed my coffee, I just take it, and when I put the coffee in the filter, I just mash down on it and pack the coffee in. So that's that. That's how that looks. Then I have, this time today I'm using French vanilla coffee cream, which is pre-sweetened French vanilla. Then I go and take my coffee cup. This is the size I know I've started drinking now. And then I take, depending on how sweet you want yours, I take and I put all about that much for the day. You see the size of the cup? About less than a fourth of it. Then I take that, I go over to my microwave. While the coffee's already brewing. I put that in there. I hit it for 1 minute. But you have to watch it. If you don't use too much cream, 1 minute will make it boil over. You really want to just knock the chill off of it. So you'll probably, I'd say, if you use 1/4 of it, you can go down to about 20 seconds and turn it off. So you got 60, do about 40 seconds is enough to knock the chill off, and then turn it off and don't let it boil over. And that's hot enough so you don't make your coffee too hot. Okay? Once you complete that, you take your cream out. Okay, I'll turn mine off, and I've left off. And I left 24 seconds, so I'll clear that off. My cream is hot and ready to use. And then I'll take my cream over to where my setup is. When the coffee gets done, You'll see my coffee is brewing. Watch it, you'll see how it completes brewing. What it'll do when you know it's finished. You'll see the steam come up. Man, if you could smell this, you would love it. Boy, it smells good. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm finna have my first cup of coffee. Boy, but it smells good when it come out of that pressure. It's pressure steam. An espresso coffee maker is pressed steam through the grounds. So this is forced steam through the grounds to extract all of the flavor for your espresso. And I will put all my little stuff. Put my top back on my grinder. Then my grinder goes back in its little case. That goes back in. I'm all done with today's coffee. And now all I do is I'll go over here. Okay, 1 second. I'll go over here. I'll leave that about like that. I'm trying to keep you some video going till I get my hot coffee. And then what I do is once I do the hot coffee, then that was 6 minutes that it took me to make the coffee, and that's about what I told you yesterday.